Greetings, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. I want to thank you first for putting up with the last silent rant. I have a new microphone now, and everything is hunky-dory, so I still have no clue what went wrong. I'm not entirely sure why my microphone is broken, because as you can see in the background, I play bass guitar, and I'm fairly familiar with mic cables and wiring and all that shit, and I can't find a single thing wrong with it. So anyway, to those of you who have been asking me through private message and comments and whatnot what the silent rant was about, I'm not telling. My little secret. I did feel better at the end of it, though, if that makes you feel any better. Anyway, on to what we're talking about today, because this one could be a long one, so you have to bear with me. But I was reading a news article today, which will be linked over there somewhere. And what the article was about is about a section of the healthcare bill that was passed. I'm sorry if you're sick about hearing this, but this was a section that I thought was really kind of entertaining in its absolute lack of effectiveness whatsoever. And what it is that fast food chains will now be required to put nutritional information on their menus and their drive-through boards. You could see this in regulation as soon as 2011 as an actual standard. Various places are probably going to start doing it earlier than that. But I have a few minor problems with this. There's three big things right off the rip that I could see as why this is just basically a piece of shit. And my first number one problem with this is, have you tried to read a menu board lately anyway? I mean, I don't know how it is around where you live, but around where I live here in Ohio, the menu board mostly consists of pictures of the combo meals and whatever monthly product they're pushing at that particular time. So, I mean, is it just me, or does anybody else remember when menus actually listed the individual items and that were for sale and how much they cost? Am I just that old that I'm the only one that seems to remember when menus told you what the restaurant had for sale and how much it cost? Now there's just pictures of things, and they don't really give you any kind of information other than, here, buy this piece of shit that we're selling today. The other thing, or the second thing, not the other things, there's three. The second thing I have an issue with when it comes to this is most people will ignore them to begin with. They're going to put this on there, and most people just aren't going to really even give a flying fuck. Because though on the general average, Americans can be pretty stupid, most of us know that the fast food we're eating is bad for us. We don't care because it's fast food. We want something fast, and every once in a while, it's actually tasty. So, I mean, we know the shit's horrible for us. So putting this big thing on in the middle of the menu to convolute an already convoluted fucking piece of shit is just kind of retarded. And the biggest thing, though, the number three thing that really agitates me about this whole thing is it does absolutely nothing, zero, to address the real fucking problem here, which is that we need to get off our fat fucking asses and exercise, okay? Fix the problem, not the effect. The effect is that we have a lot of obese and unhealthy people here in America, and the problem is that we don't fucking exercise to get rid of all the high-calorie foods we fucking eat, okay? Simply telling the people they're eating a lot of calories isn't going to stop them from eating those fucking calories, okay? Tell them to exercise. If you really want to fucking help, put some sort of mandatory exercise regulation in there. I mean, I know that's fascist and stupid, but that's way more helpful and effective than this fucking stupid shit that they're doing, because making people aware of the number of calories they're consuming isn't really going to do that much in changing the minds of 90% of the people who went to that fast food crap factory to begin with. I mean, I'd say it's fighting the symptoms and not the disease, but for fuck's sake, it's not even really fighting the symptoms. I mean, it's so agitating, and the other point that this rolls into is that there are some people that say the government has no place in forcing these restaurants to do this to begin with. And a direct quotation here that I'm going to read from the article says that, I can't remember who said it in the article, but oh, it says right here, never mind. It says, frankly, it seems to me that whether I'm buying an Apple or a Big Mac from McDonald's, if they want to sell it to me without any information, I have a perfect right to buy it, says Sam Kasman, the General Counsel for the Competitive Enterprise Institute, a free market advocacy group, who says this simply is not a federal issue. And that kind of leads me to the question in my mind is, well, does the government have the right to tell a private business what information it must give to its customers? On the general average, I would say no, it doesn't, because that's how the economy basically runs. But, however, if the product the business is selling has the potential to have a direct detrimental outcome for the consumer, the business should be held responsible for informing the consumer of the risk, perceived or actual. So you get into this really sticky wicket that you don't know, should they have to tell this information or should they not? That's a whole other issue. I think the fact that it's going to be there is just going to be annoying, and it's not really going to have any effect on anything. But then you get to the greater issue: do they have the right to tell them what they have to tell the consumer or not? And so, I mean, where do you go with that? And what people in this article seem to be forgetting is that the information about the calories is already available at the consumer's request in the store. You can go in the store and you can say, I want to see the nutritional chart for the food menu items that you are selling, and they have to fucking hand it to you. It's been that way for a while. So, and if you can't get it there, then you go online and on their website, and bam, there's all their fucking nutritional values and calorie counts. I know this because when my wife started dieting, she looked them all up online at her favorite fast food chains to see what she could and couldn't eat according to the diet she was designing. So, I really don't understand what the fuck. This is just another example of pointless legislation in America, I guess, and that it's really not doing anything, but it gives people a reason to pat themselves on the back and think that they're doing something. So that's what I have to say about that. You can read the article that's linked and comment or video response and tell me what you think about this particular piece of the health care bill. And one last thing I want to say before I go is a disturbed pancake. I have not forgotten about your video, bro. I'm very busy right now. I have a lot of shit going on today. I've got to run out the door to a band practice as soon as I finish editing and uploading this video. So I will get to it. I will check it out because I want to give it the full attention that it deserves, and then give you the feedback that you were asking for. And maybe I'll even do a video response if I have a large amount of feedback. So I haven't forgotten about you, man. I just haven't had a chance to get to it today. I'll probably do it after band practice tonight, which would be like 9 or 10 o'clock Eastern. So, all right. I'm Ramsey. That was a long rant, but, that's how it goes.